said, "Well, I dreamt of a golden ring with lots of small diamonds." I asked her, "What do you think it means?" She smiled and said, "I don't know." Flash forward to her birthday, with all our family members at the table, I gave her my present. I still don't know why she didn't like this book called Dreams and Their Meanings. One day, a young weasel went to the bar. The bartender took one look at him and says, "You are underaged. I can't serve you beer." The weasel asks, "What can I have?" The bartender replies, "I have bottled water, juice, energy drinks, and pop." Pop goes the weasel. Panic set in, and so I scrubbed it clean and got all the blood marks off until it was pure white again. I then sneaked into their garden and popped it back in its hutch. That evening my neighbor knocked at my door and said, "I can't believe it, Flopsy is lying dead in its hutch and the kids are hysterical." "Sorry to hear that," I replied nervously. "The strange thing is he said we buried it a couple of days ago." Unfortunately the baby boy is born without eyelids. The Jewish woman is hysterical and says, Doctor, what am I going to do? My baby boy has no eyelids." The doctor calmly replies, "Mrs. Levine, don't worry, your son is going to be circumcised so we can do a transplant and give him eyelids." Mrs. Levine says, Doctor, but I don't want a son that's gonna be cockeyed." Doctor replies, "But Mrs. Levine, imagine what foresight he'll have." In the classroom the next day, Joe gave his example first. "My dad is a farmer and we have chickens. One day we were taking lots of eggs to the market in a basket on the front seat of a truck when we hit a big bump in the road. The basket fell off the seat and all the eggs broke. The moral of the story is not to put all your eggs in one basket." "Very good," said the teacher. Next, Mary said, "We are farmers too. We had 20 eggs waiting to hatch, but when they did we only got 10 chicks. The moral of this story is not to count your chickens before they're hatched." "Very good," said the teacher again. Very pleased with the response so far. Next it was Barney's turn to tell his story. "My dad told me this story about my Aunt Karen. Aunt Karen was a flight engineer in the war and her plane got hit. She had to bail out over enemy territory and all she had was a bottle of whiskey, a machine gun and a machete." "Go on," said the teacher, intrigued. Aunt Karen drank the whiskey on the way down to prepare herself. Then she landed right in the middle of 100 enemy soldiers. She killed 70 of them with the machine gun until she ran out of bullets. Then she killed 20 more with the machete till the blade broke. And then she killed the last 10 with her bare hands." "Good heavens," said the horrified teacher, "what did your father say was the moral of that frightening story?" The child said, "Stay away from Aunt Karen when she's been drinking.